A young man's life is going too soon, but I'm here to talk about it. I'm Duval, but first, play the intro. Hey, I'm back. I'm Duval, and I want to talk about Marshawn Kneeland and his situation where he had to transition from this earth to another place. But sensitive subject for me, so I'm going to try to talk about this with care, but spin this subject with life lessons when it comes to this situation. The gist of how this young man passed on from a self-inflicted wound, he was in a car pursuit from the police of Dallas, and unfortunately he crashed into another car, ran on foot. In the process of that, he was texting people that was close to him, saying that he didn't want to go to jail, and it was obvious his mental health got the best of him and allowed him to make a decision where it affects everyone. It's unfortunate. My heart goes out to him and his family, and hopefully his family can grieve and build upon this situation and become advocates for his life and for others in the future. I want to spin this to three life lessons when it comes to his situation. What I'm going to talk about going to relate to him, but also going to relate to the everyday person. So just bear with me, right? First life lesson is mental health is real. A lot of times we look at these athletes as superhuman, and we put these athletes on pedestals, thinking that they can do no wrong or they can show no weakness. And the moment they show any type of weakness, we judge them and we no longer see them less than human because of it. And that's unfortunate because athletes is just like me and you. Athletes have the same type of problems and situations that we have. They just have the resources to deal with it. But before I really continue with my point with mental health, let me play a clip of an athlete that had a mental health situation with from FS1, Shannon Sharp. This person also played for the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. Go ahead and play the clip, please.
Skip, I think the thing is that you have to understand. I understand that he plays quarterback. He's the face of a franchise. But at the end of the day, I'll take all that away. He's still human. And there's a human element of this. And sometimes people think because we play this sport, because we're good at a sport, we don't have feelings, we don't have emotions. He's human. He's human. And think about this. It got so bad. His brother was dealing with something that he took his life. I would rather Dak share. I mean, because we've seen, we've seen athletes take their lives, Skip, because they're dealing with things and because they didn't feel or they felt, and maybe they felt the same way what you're feeling right now. Man, I can't share this. I can't share this. I can't deal with this. I don't want anyone to know what I'm going
talking
through.
About, you can share it internally. You can go see a psychiatrist if you need to. You can get all kinds of counseling. Right. You can share it with some of your closest teammates. Call up Zeke. Let's go sit and talk it through. I need to let you know what I was feeling. But we all went through COVID, some sort of depression.
But we handle things differently, Skip. Look, I'll give you a prime example. Okay, you can take boiling water. And now boiling water will harden the egg. It will soften the potato. Water, same thing. Boiling. Harden the egg, soften the potato. So you can't say because one way somebody handled it one way, that's the right way. Someone handled it the other way, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way to look at it.
Just don't make me question whether you're made of the right stuff to stand up to that job, because that's a hard job he's got.
For me, Skip, he got there. You don't get to where he got without being, first of all, you don't get to where he got without being tough. And having to losing a parent at the age in which he lost his parent, I believe he made of the right stuff. There's no question in my mind. I know he's made of the right stuff.
See, I point how to deal with mental health at times, and it makes it hard for people to come out and speak on their mental health struggles and experiences because of it. In my case, there are times I went through depression, serious depression. Thankfully, my faith is in my Lord Jesus Christ, and stuff that I deal with, I try to pray and give it to Him. I thank so much K-Sap and his platform, and Lakeisha and Bro Clark and Sister Tony and many others. They are my family on my computer screen. They allow me to be on their platform to speak on various subjects, which helps me with my mental health when it comes to depression. It allows me to get to a mental place where even when I'm going through stuff on here, it allows me to still escape from what I have to deal with when it comes to my own struggles, which makes it very, very, very peaceful in my life. So that's why I kind of relate to this young man, because he had some mental health struggles based on what I read in the article. And so it's like I say, it's a sensitive thing, and I'm saddened that it didn't he didn't get the unfortunate help that he could have gotten, where he felt like the option that he chose was his only option or his last option. So that's life lesson number one. Life lesson number two is this: it's just a game. A lot of times we, as fans of teams and people that we root for, we have such a passion for our belief in those people. We lose the term between fan and fanatic. And what I mean by that is this: sometimes we can have such a strong passion for our team or a player that we root for, that we could sometimes go overboard and say things, even not in bad intention, but could come across in mean spirit to protect our rooting interest of a team or rooting interest of a person. And so we as a society got to get to a place where we can have a balance where we could criticize, but also have the humanity to really understand that, hey, it's just a game. It's not too deep where we have to go overboard with our criticism and contribute to somebody's emotional or mental health because of it. And so, from that standpoint, we, even myself, I have to learn that balance as being a content creator. Like I said, Angel Reese is my favorite player. She's my GOAT. And a lot of times when I feel like my GOAT it gets disrespected, I like to disrespect people on the behalf of her. But as much as I feel like I'm doing the right thing at that moment, sometimes I have to recalibrate myself and say, hey, man, you maybe went too far, or sometimes you maybe have to redirect the message in a way where you can still get your point across without contributing to somebody else's mental health based on things that I'm saying to protect her image, legacy, or brand name. You know? So that's life lesson number two when it comes to it's just a game. Life lesson number three is uh this is a hard one for me. Life lesson number three is something that I really truly carry to my heart when it comes to this situation. And I just want to let people know that the more money you have, the more problems you receive. And the reason why I feel so strongly about this particular subject that I'm about to talk about is this. My pastor, I would say his name, but based on my experience being on the internet, people will dox you and you don't want to put other people in harm's way because of it. But I remember my former pastor, he would talk about, the not the BMW, but the Mercedes Benz that he has, the fancy clothes that he wears when he gives his sermons, the house that he has for him and his family. And his famous quote that he said in church on many occasions was, I don't look like what I've been through. When he said that, it hit me at the moment. But the older that I get, it means more to me when he said that particular phrase on many occasions. I'm going to tell you why. People just assume when they see somebody on television or YouTube video or any digital platform, they see the house, they see the chains, they see the material things that particular player that has those material things, they think life is grand for them. They think they don't have no issue, they don't have no life situation. That's why the normal people like me and you, I'm talking about the chat, it's easy for us to get envious, if not inspired by, what we see on TV. Not knowing that those same people have a lot of problems that even money can't solve. Even money can't cover up because everybody goes through something. I mean, let's mention my my favorite player, Angel Reese, for example. All the money that she has to deal with racism in a way that it is unfathomable. Like she living in the 1960s, in the civil rights era. In addition to people making AI videos of her and stuff like that, who knows what type of friends that she had back then before she got famous and now she's famous. They might went brand new on her. They could that she owed them something. Or maybe family members feeling entitled because they was around her during her upbringing. And so when you have situations like that, not including, there could be people, not in her case, she have a great marketing team, agency, lawyers, great team. But a lot of players, they have people that's out there to try to scam them, if not unalive them out of their financial situation. Just because that they have it and that person don't. And so that's why the more money you have, the more problems you get because people think because you have financial success that you could buy your problems away. No, it just gives us different set of problems that we just don't have to deal with as normal people because we don't have that type of financial capital where somebody will want to bring those type of problems to us. So just understand that these athletes, they are different, they are human, and most importantly, they just like me and you. We just have a lot of things that we have to deal with, but we deal with it differently based on case by case basis. But before I get to the conclusion of my video, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Underdog.
Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get in on some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, win you some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, get every pick right, and win some serious cash. Use our promo code FCT and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now that it's football time, follow the 4-court trio as we share our picks. Like I said, pick your player, choose your amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks Underdog Fantasy for the partnership with us, and thank you for using promo code FCT on Underdog Fantasy.
And I'm back. So as I conclude this video, I just want to let everyone know this. When it comes to these athletes, just assume that everything is perfect with them. Don't assume that because they are famous or they're successful at their craft that they should be on this pedestal where nothing should bother them or everything they do, everything that they do is the right thing that they have done in their lives. We have to understand that all of us is human, and so we have to have a level of compassion, love, understanding, and care when it comes to our fellow men and women in sports and in life in general. So I just wanted to touch on this video because Marshawn Kneeland, I wish I knew you because I would have did what I could to save your life and allow you to feel like that hey, there are options out there, even if things look dire. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But I will pray for you in spirit, and I will give my heart out to you and your family because they will always miss you. And so we have an athlete of your caliber going too soon. And so I hope that from these life lessons that I talked about on this platform, we can learn from them and become better people because of it. I'm Duval, and if I sound clunky, I apologize, but this was a sensitive subject for me, so please bear with me and forgive me for not being as smooth when it comes to this message. But I love all of you, and keep me in your prayers because I will pray for all of you. Have a have a good day, night, or good life. Peace.